hey, if you've purchased one of ProjectionHub's financial projection templates, or you're considering purchasing one, but you're concerned because you have a lot of operating expenses, maybe more operating expenses than we have slots for in our operating expense tab, then I'm going to show you how you can really easily add kind of an unlimited number of operating expense line items and then integrate that into our existing model. So this should save you some time and money from having us try to customize the template to add unlimited number of expenses. I'm going to show you how you can do this in a quick and easy hack. First of all, my name is Adam Hoeksema. I'm the co-founder of ProjectionHub. And if you haven't grabbed one of our templates, you can go in the description of the video below, and I will put a link to our templates page where you can check out all the different financial projection templates we have. We have about 60 of them right now and adding more every day. So with that, let's go ahead and jump into how to make these changes. Okay, so I am on our operating expense tab. Now, almost all of our templates have this very similar structured operating expense tab. And you can see that there are a limited number of rows. And so sometimes folks have a lot of operating expenses that they want to add, and they ask if we can add rows to this table. Now, that gets a little complicated because it touches a lot of different places in the model. And so if you really want to add rows to this table, it ends up being kind of a customization project, and the amount of time that it takes we have to charge for. So what we often recommend is a quick little hack. So I'm going to show you how to do this. What we want to do is come down here to the Input Other Expenses tab, right click, then we're going to insert a new worksheet. So we've got worksheet, I'm going to insert a new worksheet, and then I'm going to come back over here and I'm just going to grab this, I'm going to copy that over here. And now let's just say we have what we're going to do is we're going to add a bunch of expenses. Let's say we have expense 1, expense 2, expense 3. And let's say, just as an example, we're going to put some dollar amounts in here. We can put those dollar amounts. And then we're going to do total. And maybe we call this, we can call this our utilities expense. And maybe a better way to do this is instead of calling it expense 1, just to make this a little more realistic, we could call this electricity, gas, and trash pickup. Maybe those are our utilities. And we want to just combine all of these into, maybe we'll call this water. That might make more sense. We're going to combine all 3 of these into just one line item called utilities. And so what we'll do is do a sum. We can sum those expenses here, drag that across. So now we have our utilities expense line right here. And now what we want to do is go back to the input, other expenses. And let's just say, okay, we have this utilities line here already. And what we're going to do, instead of needing to use 3 different lines for electricity, gas, and water, we can just consolidate it and use one line, and we'll say equals, and then go back to the sheet 1 and grab that first number, and then just drag that across, and you'll see that it's going to grab, now this is referencing sheet 1, D7, so sheet 1, D7, it's grabbing month 2, putting it in the proper spot here. And so, the idea is that you could add really an unlimited number of expenses over here. You just need to consolidate them into categories of expenses, and then you can have up to, however many lines are here in your template, I don't know, roughly 20 or something like that, categories, but they could be referencing, hundreds of different expense line items if you want. You just need to condense and subcategorize those down to put into this table. So hopefully that makes sense and is an easy way for you to quickly add additional operating expenses without needing a full customization of your model. All right, thanks.